I think first of all, when you're talking about Christopher Bailey, and he's really now celebrating his 10th year anniversary at this house, he really has taken something that has been such a storied brand and so iconic of what really just old England in a way, and transformed it into something really hip, something really young. I don't think it's ever lost its British cool, and I don't think it's ever lost sort of the patriotic, history behind the house, but at the same time, it's made it so cool, so new, so modern, and so fresh. And I think when you really think about it, that's a tough job and a tall order, but to do it consistently season after season, it's really kudos to him.
I'm wearing this very fine, customized trench, which actually, when I saw it on the hanger, it was like, oh my God, that's so aggressive looking, but when you put it on, the leather is incredible quality, so it's like, fits like a glove, feels very luxurious.
He's got the most classic piece, in a woman's entire wardrobe, a trench coat. And so I just enjoy seeing him sort of reinvent it season after season.
I found these incredible images of Jean Shrimpton in the archives, shot by Patrick Litchfield, and they were early 60s ad campaigns, and I loved the fact that they were all these kind of molded, sculpted silhouettes. And I've been looking a lot at the work of Barbara Hepworth, the sculptor. They're opening a wonderful exhibition, permanent exhibition in Yorkshire in April, which will be magnificent. I'm very excited about it. So it's kind of those two things, and then Britishness and the weather. I love the idea of these kind of protective hats. I love the idea of these shoes with these very thick rubber soles on them so that you can kind of plod through the snow and the rain. And then the bags, I wanted to take this idea of coat dressing and matching your bag to your coat.
Interesting, with all the 70s in the air that we saw 60s surface there. A lot of outerwear. Christopher Bailey really gave us a great kind of very prim cut 60s coats, often in orange and bright red, even interesting olive shades because there's always a bit of military there.
I love what Christopher's brought in because he's made it slightly eccentric, like that kind of cool British, but like a little bit quirky. And I'm excited to see the collection. I think it's going to be great.
I think he just pictures it just right between using classical things, sort of classic British stuff, British tailoring, the trench coat, but it's always coming up with some new twist to it. And then there's the Prorsum collection. The women's collection is it's fashion. It's not just looking back at the heritage. He's creating new clothes.
He remains really truthful to what Burberry's all about, and its kind of iconic heritage and everything like that, but he kind of modernizes it, and every season he brings out something completely new and different, but still has that Burberry stamp, which I think must be really hard to do. I think last season actually is by far my favorite so far of all of them. All those incredible like biker jackets and leather slats and like spikes in the cheek. Hi guys, how are you? So yeah, so it's been, that's why I love him.
I think he's really embraced the music industry and also has really sort of used the internet in an interesting way. You know, some of the luxury brands were sort of late to the party when it came to the internet, but he was always doing interesting things and using the Burberry website as a venue for new music artists that he finds and sort of curating them himself, and then also doing the whole art of the trench thing where people could sort of send in pictures of themselves wearing trench coat in different ways and really sort of getting people involved with the brand in a different way. And I think that that's been really sort of a secret to keeping it young and fresh.
Burberry is 155 years old, and it's wild, and it's such an honor to be able to be a little part of that history. And when you're given this diamond to play with, all I need to do is shine the facets. So I'm lucky.
And a lot of winter white. Even the finale of the show, it snowed on the audience, and all the models have come back out in these great little clear vinyl, very 60s looking capes with the finale of the show, which I thought was a lot of fun.
I thought it was beautiful. It was really amazing.